Hey guys, it's Heather here. Today we are going to talk about how much I made as a live streamer. So I always got this question quite often when I used to stream a lot, is how much did you make? And I would always say like, oh, I don't really make a lot, I don't really make that much. But like, define how much is not a lot. How much is little? So I'm gonna go over some of my past numbers today, my past video charts, so you guys know exactly how much I did make and tell you what not a lot is really not a lot. Some of these numbers may come as a surprise to you. So let's go ahead and get right to it. Also, if you haven't yet, I'd absolutely love, go down below. Let's switch that subscribe button from red to gray so that way you are subscribed to my YouTube channel. So also smash that notification bell, that way you are notified when I do upload new videos. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and pull up the iPad. This is where I have all my notes of all my charts. And I'll be flashing them too and showing you guys as well as we go through it. So another thing too, a lot of these streams had to be cleaned out, which means I had to go through and mute every single copyrighted music. And sometimes it would be really quickly, sometimes it would take days. And until that stream is cleaned out, I cannot earn any ad revenue on that stream. So I would lose a lot of money, and sometimes after that, really not make a lot of money on my streams, which there wasn't a lot of streams. I feel like a huge majority of my streams, I did have to clean out and mute the music. There was only maybe a really small amount that I never had to clean. This very first stream that I did, when I decided I'm going to do this all the time, like 2 to 4 times a week, this is when I was going to jump right into it, because I did stream a little bit in 2019, 2020, but then I really started amping it up right after all the lockdowns, shutdowns. So this first one was late July. I had about 1,400 views on this live stream. I did make some super chats this stream, but I did make an ad revenue about $2.50, so not a lot. So then moving on to this next stream here, I had 2,600 views about. I made an ad revenue, had some super chats, but an ad revenue, $4.54 after cleaning. Both of those streams needed cleaning out, I remember. I had some copyrights. So, and then jumping on over to this one I did not get a lot of views. I got about 1,000 views on this Animal Kingdom stream. I never feel like my Animal Kingdom streams did very well. So with this one, ad revenue, I made $1.84. So this one was at Epcot. I had between 1,700 and 1,800 views. In ad revenue, I did some super chats, but in ad revenue, I had $4.14. And some of these numbers are just weird to me. This one coming up right here, I had 1,200 on this one, but it's so funny. I got 1,000 on my Animal Kingdom stream, and then this one was 1,200, but I only made 51 cents in ad revenue. This one was 2,000 views and an ad revenue $1.23. And then picking up right now, so then now 1,800 views for this one, $5.08. 2,300 for this one. I made an ad revenue $1.43. I feel like in late October, early November, so around this time, I started getting a teeny bit more in ad revenue. It might be a little, like anywhere between $6 and $10. This Hollywood Studios was between that time and did not get a lot of revenue. So now we're looking at these right here. Now we're picking it up with a bunch of these. I mean, anywhere between $4 and $10. 2021, after March about, that's when my ad revenue, looking at the analytics, which I did not realize, I don't know if over the years it does accumulate and it does pick up views or more money, because I thought at the time when I looked, I really didn't make a lot of money, but now looking almost 3 years later since reviewing the data from these streams, it's saying I made, like on this, where are we going to go today one, I made $15 in ad revenue for 7,100 views, 7,100 views about. So it picked up a little. And then this one, 5,300 about, I made $13 in ad revenue. Showing you more of these datas. Some of them weren't a whole lot. And then on the day, I think this might have been the highest amount I ever made on ads for live streams when I hit 10K. And I know I had a lot of people in that day watching me. I made an ad revenue about, and I know it's broken into two parts too, so I don't know if I should include the second part, but I didn't have it on here. But the first part of the live stream, I made almost $27. Oh, and then, yeah, so all these numbers right here, I'm gonna flash a few more on here. And then I felt like, you know, things were starting to dip a little. I felt like people went back to work, didn't watch lives as much. So definitely the numbers for the revenue went even more down. This one right here, I didn't have to clean it at all. So that one I made about $3.14. So it was just around the 1,000 viewish mark. So, and I didn't have to clean it at all. I wish that was always the case, because I probably would have made more money if I didn't have to clean them. It would have been very interesting to see how much it would have ended up being with that large amount. Like with a 6,000 viewed stream, I wonder how much revenue I would have made. So, and then the live stream I did ever at the park, I only got 620 views on it about. It wasn't a long stream, but still, like, it still wasn't like a whole lot. Like, I made $1.70. So these streams too, I would live stream anywhere from 4 hours all the way up until almost 6 hours, because there was always the rule, like if you ever go over 6 hours, you have to stop it. Otherwise, you can't clean out the copyrighted music. So I always made sure I stopped it right before the 6 hour mark. So that is what I made as a live streamer. It really wasn't a whole lot. That's why I always relied on super chats, PayPals a lot. That is where I made my money. And again, it wasn't like all the time I made super chats. It was during streams, I made no super chats. Those of you that did send me PayPals and super chats in the past, I really did appreciate it during that time. You helping me out, it really meant, it truly meant so much to me. Just one of those things. I'm not gonna beg for anybody to send me any super chats. That's just not how I go. Sort of a huge reason why I took a huge step back from live streaming is like kind of a mixture of a couple things. It was a mixture of burnout because I went so hard for so long and I got really burned out with the parks. Another thing as well is the money too, a little bit. I have to pay bills and support myself. It's just a part of being an adult. Will I ever go live ever again at the parks? I don't know if I would necessarily go and do YouTube right off the bat. I would really have to think about it. I might do TikTok and IG. Those are a little bit less pressure and kind of go on really quick, go on some rides. So be sure to go follow those because it's at random. Like when I do it is really, really random and you will not want to miss it. Well, and that, my friends, that is the end of the chapter. Go comment down below. Were you surprised of the numbers I told you on how much I made for my live streams? So also go ahead and check out my links down below. Go check out my links to my other social medias. I am active on Instagram. I am active on TikTok. Give this video a like if you did enjoy it. Another thing, like, what was your favorite memory of my live streams? To those of you that did watch them on a basis, yeah, were there any streams that really stood out to you? Thank you for watching. I hope to see you on the next chapter.